Facebook. It's amazing how one word can elicit so many emotions, and especially with the feature film, The Social Network, coming out shortly, I figured it was time to finally comment on this. Now, I have a bit of a history being, a transmedia guy and trying to be on the cusp of what's happening in the technological world, especially when it comes to communication and social media, but let's just put all that shit aside. I was introduced to Facebook by some friends maybe 3 years ago or so, and I'm like, okay, great. It's an adult MySpace, a glorified temple where we can go, look at me. I have photos. Look at me. I have interests. Look at me. I matter. So it's, another pool of narcissism. Ain't that great? And a cheaper alternative to classmates.com. We want to connect with our nostalgic selves. But that's the easy way to look at it, and that's the shallow way to look at it. It's a platform just to promote self, or a place where we can have distractions. They say now that the average North American spends, up to 90 minutes, 2 hours a day, sometimes 3 hours a day, on Facebook, on Crackbook, distracted by this platform. Now, that says a lot. I think that it's more than just aching for a distraction. It's about our need in this time of feeling cloistered or feeling separate from others. It's our need as a species to connect and to communicate. It's more than saying we like something, we like a comment a friend makes, or this is what we're a fan of, the TV shows. This is what our job is. This is how many friends we have. It's not that simple anymore. In fact, when I really started to look at it, I saw it as something else, because I was just as compelled as you to be on Facebook for hours a day, and I still am to a great degree. But there's something deeper at work. I think it's really quite simple, and at the same time maybe just a little bit profound. You see, up until this generation, this connected network, great computer, electric, subconscious, unconscious, the collective unconscious, as represented through our machinery, existed. Before that, the idea of karma was quite simple, in the sense that we perform deeds in our lifetimes, and those deeds accrued a certain weight, either good or bad, and those bad deeds, the ones where we cause suffering to others, no matter how small, ended up creating burdens for ourselves, additional weight for our souls, for our karma. And then what would happen after our lives, that karma would be all weighed up, and then our next lifetime would be used in an attempt to learn those lessons and eliminate that karma. And according to many theories, that karma would be eliminated by reconnecting with the souls that we had experienced life with in the previous lifetime and accrued karma with, either as the ones causing suffering or as the victims of suffering. We would reverse roles and try to balance that karma out and not accrue additional karma in the new lifetime. So in that sense, we were limited to potentially go through lifetime upon lifetime upon lifetime ad infinitum of resolving this universal weight on our shoulders and in our hearts and our souls. But then along comes Facebook. The reason I knew it was something special was quite simple. Within the first few weeks of being on the service, I was getting messages from people from my distant past, from family members I had, barely ever connected with, from high school friends saying, hey, I want to reconnect with you, you made a difference in my life, or me being able to do the same with them, with quote, enemies, unquote, writing to say, hey, there was always something important or special about you, and I felt the urge to get back in touch, and you realized that weight you were carrying in your heart for all that time really meant nothing. It was just people going through their own personal growing pains and projecting it onto you, and forgiveness became so easy within 2 or 3 messages on Facebook that pain you may have been harboring, or that regret or that guilt or that frustration was gone. Not even to bring up, at least for me personally, the problems I had in the romantic field, where I would be able, thanks to Facebook, to reconnect with an ex or a plethora of exes and apologize for the follies of youth, for the selfish behavior, for the fear-based reactions that may have caused pain, and with quite a bit of I guess I would say, relief on my part, realize that in the end, people view the experiences with others as much as they possibly can in a positive light. And if not that, they're actually quite eager to have an opportunity to forgive. And so, gosh, 3 years on now, being on Facebook, I've been able to connect with almost every single person who I felt I have ever hurt, or who has ever, perhaps from my point of view, hurt me. And within a matter of days, if not faster, been able to resolve all of that weight on my heart. Now, if before the principles of karma have said it would take lifetimes to do this, and now we have a tool where we can resolve it not in lifetimes, not in years, maybe weeks, maybe days, maybe even hours. Where are we headed? And what gifts are waiting for us? This might seem like a Pollyanna view to you, or to most of you. But to me, a person who's not necessarily looking forward to a whole bunch more times whirling around on this rock, I say thank heaven for the Facebook Karmic Furnace. Thank heaven for small favors.